Oh, hey there. How's it going? Today, in my second video, even though the chronology of this means absolutely nothing, the second video I'm doing right now of my Doom snap maps that I've been kind of obsessed with throughout is going to be Doomball, this one that you see highlighted right here in the fucking middle. You see it's 2 to 4 players. It's a sports game. I know, don't run. Don't run! It's fine. It'll be fine. Trust me. You have no guns. I said it'll be fine. I know, just don't run. It'll be fine. It's an actual, it's intended to be more of like a literal sport. It'll make more sense when I'm in it. So let's just go into the fucking edit, because now I'm just making it weird. Here we go. So from afar you can see, hey, this is kind of sporty and incomplete because it doesn't show the full thing. But in we go to the arena. It's just lit up like crazy. I know it's going to seem weird. But let's just say, for the argument of explaining everything, we're on the blue team. Yay! And this is teams, so you'll see 2-on-2 at best. Makes it kind of difficult if you don't have even players, but whatever. And from the start, these are your spawn locations. It's the exact same on the red sides, and everything's fair. You would run out here for the ball. But then you encounter, what's this? All this yellow is jump pads, and they will throw you, as you see the projection, just backwards. And a low pattern, bounce you like this, so you're away. So you got to jump over, pick up the ball, which is this, because I thought it was a better design than just a regular ball. Pick it up, and you got to go into the enemy's side. You see this? This is the goal. This cylinder trigger is the goal you have to reach. You obviously can't do that from the ground here, and despite my best wishes, you can't program the ball to be a grenade that you can throw with the grenade button. I would have loved it. That would have been fantastic. It would have changed this map considerably, and I think it would have been more fun if you could do that, but you can't. So instead, I made this thing here, this abominatory thing, into a giant jump pad. Now this will launch you pretty high speeds up in the air through here. If you aim it right, it might be diagonal, you might miss. It's not guaranteed, but if you can angle yourself right, the jump pads will throw you back and forth. That's how you would score. But you see all of this around it. This is a trap. Because as a defensive measure, and we'll go back to the blue side here, since I said it was on the blue team. As a defensive measure, if you see them coming in, you can use these that are flashing. This is a security system that activates a trap all the way around, instantly killing the other players and leaving the ball unharmed. It will not kill you if it's on your side. So if I'm on blue, this won't kill me. If I'm on red, it will. And vice versa on that side for that one. These last about 30 seconds that countermeasure is up. Each one controls each side, and they only become available on offsetting 30 seconds. Once they're available, it's up to you to use them, so you could wait and use them both at the same time, like say at the end of the match, to prevent any scoring whatsoever. You know, just to give some strategy and advice for anyone who might play. I don't even think anybody will want to play this that watches this, but whatever. I wanted this kind of map, so I did it. But, that was, there's no other kind of defense besides running down people and tracking them down and killing them, but when you don't have guns, that's a little bit harder to do, so that was my idea of trying to make it fair on defense. There is a health pickup here in the middle. These are just lights, but there is a health packs just on either side just to have something there. It felt like something should go there. With it just being no guns, it's melee, and that pretty much, if they get you with melee, you're pretty much done anyway. The health packs won't be all that useful, but sometimes they will. And back here, though you can't really see it, there's also a trigger for a power-up for haste, which is the one that just makes you faster. I know that's the least exciting one, but if you trail by 5... Oh wait, no, that was my intention. My intention was if you were trailing by 5 points, that would become available to you to kind of even the score, but it doesn't let me do that. There's supposed to be algorithms and chains and things that you can make that happen. Didn't work, so I simplified it and just said the second my team, let's say I'm blue, the second my team scores 5 points, I'm sorry, going through the floor, then the red team's haste becomes available, and the second they score 5 points, the blue team's haste becomes available for 1 pickup. That's it, 1 pickup. And every 5 points it becomes available again that way, so it isn't exactly what I intended, but I made the best of it, I think. And that's, pretty much what it is. When you score, this becomes big fires just for the fuck of it. And you know, I think it's a fun little map if you can find enough players. That's the caveat of Doom Snap Map, is you're probably not going to find 4 players to play it. I say with a giant smile on my face. I couldn't even find enough players to give you a real trial of this running. So instead of having like a real match, you're just going to watch me running around the environment doing nothing, basically, for not even a whole minute. I won't punish you with that. But that's the basics of how all of this works and comes together. Like I said, I think it would have been better if I could have programmed the ball to be like a grenade that you can throw with the grenade button, because then that would have opened up things like passing between teammates, and I could have put the goal in a different kind of location. I wouldn't have had to rely on the jump pads, all that kind of good stuff. It would have made it like teleportation and stuff like that to have more traps. But, you know, I did the best with what I could. And if you can figure out, if you know how to do that and you're watching this video, you SnapMap genius, you hit me up in the comments and tell me how to do it. Explain it to me like I'm an idiot, because I am an idiot, and then I'll be able to fix it and make the map that I really, really wanted to make. But until then, this is the one we get. I still think it's fun if you can get the people together, which, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've waited for like an hour before trying to get people together, and nobody's going to wait that long. You're not going to get people. Unless you can just like get a group together beforehand, you're not really going to be able to do it. But it's a fun idea for me anyway. I'm still, you know, happy I made it. Shut up. So, you know, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just do a play. Like I said, I'm not going to bother with that waiting room, because I've done that before, just trying to do it like I did my last one and find real people. Didn't work out so hot. So this is just what it's going to look like. You'll see everything as it actually runs. You just won't see it in a real match because no one will be opposing me. But I'll still be able to show it off. Kind of. I know, it's depressing. Again. So as you see, no guns, the promise is true. This, what I'm doing right now with this, I love this mechanic. When you have no guns, left trigger is your left hand, right trigger is your right hand, and then of course your glory kill will still just be your right hand. And I don't know if it's a little more powerful or not, but... So as you see, it jumped. I still have a double jump. If it didn't jump, there's the throw. Easy enough. Just to be a dick about it, really. But if you're not... It's as simple as this. There you go. That's how I scored. You see, it doesn't... This is the intention always. I didn't put it so that it would easily put you in the goal until you were riding this lightning back and forth. But since you have a double jump, like I did right there, you can just use that and get yourself up there. It takes about 5-10 seconds or something like that for the ball to reset. Anybody can pick it up. You go again. Ha ha ha. See how I missed right there? And now I scored. And I mentioned before, these are the defenses, and yes, these are the enemy defenses, but I'm proving a point. Press the button, and you see this little thing going on. 30 seconds, so I gotta be quick about this. Here's the ball. And, oh, look at that. As described, it works. That defense stays up for about 30 seconds. You can't... Or 20 or 30. I forget the exact time. And I like the audio cue that I found that you can say security system deactivated, which is nice. And yeah, literally, that's it. That's it. You see the end of those flames. I almost forgot to tell you that. Yeah, I was trying to find hat trick for when you individually score 3 goals. They didn't have hat trick because for idiotic reasons, whatever. But they had holy shit. So I used holy shit. Then occasionally, out of nowhere, it's holy fucking shit, and I love it. Thank you. Thank you for that, developers and everybody. So yeah, that's everything. Just to prove, since the blue one already killed me, just to prove that the red one works the way it's intended to. You see it's already open. Not killing me is red. There you go. I know this got boring very fast. Just to avoid any confusion too, these flags, what you would see in like a capture the flag map, they're just to denote the bases. They're not actual things you can interact with or do anything really with or anything. They're just there for decoration. I don't intend for that to be confusing to people. It may be confusing for people. And right now, I'm just letting this ride. As you see, I did also put a timer on it. I generally do that 5-minute timer because, you know, you don't want it to get too old. And when the timer's out, whoever's got the most points wins. There's no score limit beyond that. But what I wanted to do there is at least get it to 5 so you can see haste came up, and no, red team cannot interact with blue haste. So it is a balancing, you know, it is helpful at least to try and balance the games that way, you know. It was the best I could do. So, thank you for watching. I wish I could play with other people, but thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with this sad, pathetic, lonely sports video in Doom, because that's what everyone wants. And I will see you next time with something I promise is more exciting. Really, really, really.